Few more examples that are in the book. This is example 4-7. Our probability experiment is the card is drawn from an ordinary deck of cards. The first thing that I'd like you to note is the sample space is my cards. So the size of it is 52. This is what we need in order to figure out the theoretical probability. And then I have a series of questions. So part A, I am looking for the probability of getting a heart. I need to count how many hearts I have in a deck, which is 13, and divided by how many cards I have in the deck, which is 13 out of 52. So technically this is the answer to the probability question, except please don't leave your answers in unreduced fraction form. Either reduced fractions, so a quarter would be an appropriate answer, or change this to a decimal, which is 0.25. Also, 25% is an appropriate answer. Next question. What is the probability of getting a black card? So the probability of getting black card. Notice I'm using the probability function, opening parenthesis, and writing down my event. I need to count how many black cards I have, which is half of the deck. So either you can show all of your work by writing down there's 26 cards out of 52, or you can jump into the final answer, which is half of the cards are black, or 50%. My next example is I need to find the probability of getting the 8 of diamonds. So the probability of 8 of diamonds. There is only one 8 of diamonds. Therefore, the probability of getting it is 1 out of 52. Change this. This does not simplify any further, but what we can do is we can change this to a decimal. I have my handy calculator out, and I want 4 decimal places. So please make sure to round correctly. After 2 is a 3, so you round down, and I want 4 decimal places for all of your probability questions. My next example is find the probability of getting a queen. I need to count how many queens I have. Those of you who are not familiar with the deck of cards, you have your sample space handout that you can take a look at and count how many queens. Notice there's exactly 4 queens, so the final answer is 4 out of 52 simplified, which is 1 out of 13. 1 out of 13 simplifies, technically this should be an approximation sign, but 1 out of 13 simplifies into 0.076. I have a 9 and then a 2. Therefore, this is a correct approximation. And my last example in this problem is what is the probability of getting a face card? A face card is either Jack, Queen, or a King. So there's 3 in each suit. There's 4 suits, so 3 times 4 is 12. So there's exactly 12 cards that are face cards in a deck of cards of 52. Therefore, the number in your event is a 12, and the number in your sample space is 52. And I have this according to the basic formula of theoretical probability. You will simplify this to a fraction, or you can jump and just give me a decimal approximation. It is 0.230 and then 76, so this will round to an 8.